Hi guys, it's Kai here, and I am doing a collab build thingy again with my absolute favorite person, like ever here. Like seriously, she's amazing. But you guys should probably already know that because I say it all the time. But I'm doing another collab with Chris, so I'm building the house and then she's gonna decorate it over on her channel, which I'm super excited to see. I haven't seen it yet. I know she's done it, I just haven't seen it. So I'm really excited to see her video on that and to download the house because I think it's gonna be awesome. But anyway, she wanted me to do a because originally I asked her is there any kind of house that you have in mind or anything that you really want me to do? I just really want to build. It doesn't matter to me what it is. What do you want to do? And she told me she wanted to do a cottage. And I totally was going to do a cottage, but as you can see, it didn't end up that way because cottages usually aren't big. They're usually kind of small, and this house it exploded on me because originally I put it on this lot because I was going to have this tiny cute little maybe 1 or 2 story cottage in the corner where I put this, and then this big beautiful garden with all these trees and bushes and fountains and pathways and things like that, and it totally didn't end up that way. I don't know what happened, but all of a sudden this house became huge. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's gorgeous. It's become one of my favorite builds that I've done. But sorry, Chris, it's not a cottage, so maybe we'll have to try for the cottage look again. But I did intend to do a cottage originally, but didn't happen that way. But I did put this house in Windenburg on this, I think it's a 40 by 30 lot, but it's kind of sideways. Again, because I was going to do a small house and then a big garden, I thought sideways would be good because then I can kind of shove it in the back left-hand corner and make a big side and front yard. But again, that didn't happen. But I did leave this house back in the corner because I thought that was interesting, because most of the time I feel like when I build, I kind of plop it right in the middle of the lot. So I wanted to really switch it up and put it in the back left-hand corner of the lot. But again, this house is in Windenburg, so I was trying to stick with that same kind of Tudor theme. So that's why I have cut some, the Tudor freaking wallpaper. I don't know what else to call it. That's what it is. But I did go with a gray theme instead of the typical brown that you see. So I thought that was a little different. And then I really liked the brick that I put on it because I'm in love with grays and blues. In case you guys couldn't tell, I realized I tend to use them way more than I probably should for my builds. I use them on almost all of them. So my bad. Maybe I should challenge myself to switch it up a little bit. But yeah, so that's where the inspiration, I guess you can say, for that came from. And then it slowly just transformed into, in my head, I was thinking, okay, maybe it's going to be this old, gorgeous, Tudor mansion-ish type thing. But let's say someone bought it, or it's been, what's the word I'm looking for? Been passed down through the generations, and the person that has it now wants to modernize it. So that's why I was putting some, that front door is super modern with that awning thing. That's really modern compared to your typical Tudor style. So I was you know what, let's do that. Let's do it like this person kind of revamped it. Wow, I'm saying a lot. So they put on all these new windows, even though some of them are more Tudor style or more traditional than modern. I didn't want super modern windows, but I thought small modern touches here and there would be really cool, the front door and the awning that's on it, and the stairs were somewhat modern but not really. But I also put this really big, it's super popular right now, the really big, it looks even bigger than 12 by 24 tile, and a gorgeous shiny wood floor. I thought that would be a nice way to kind of blend the two styles. I don't know if Chris left it, but I put it down just to signify where the kitchens and the bathrooms were, because like I said, I'm building it, leaving it completely empty on the inside, and then Chris decorated it. So I'm excited to see what she did with it. So that'll be fun. But on the inside, on the bottom floor, I guess that technically could be a bedroom, but I was kind of picturing it as a study or an office or something, because once we get upstairs, I believe I have sorry, I can't talk. I believe I have 3 bedrooms and 3 baths, I think, because one of them's the master bathroom, and then I think I have 2 extra hall baths. Oh yeah, look at that. I went way out. You get a lot of bedrooms and bathrooms in this. I didn't even realize. My bad. I forget what my own builds are like. But yeah, so, and these rooms up here too are pretty decent size. They're not small at all. You definitely, if you wanted to have 8 Sims in this house, you totally could fit them. Like, you just make these rooms smaller because they're good size. I mean, the only one that's kind of small is one of those bedrooms that's like crammed between 2 rooms, but I think it's still a pretty good size, in my opinion. That's just my humble opinion. And another one of the modern touches I added was the glass on the staircase. And I didn't talk to Chris about this, so I wonder if she'll pick up on it. So Chris, if you're watching this, I'm curious to see how yours turned out. I'm gonna go watch it as soon as you post it. If it's not already posted. It should already be posted because, we usually post at the same time. But anyway, that's besides the point. We're moving on to the exterior now, which, if you guys know from watching any of my previous builds, I hate doing landscaping. I hate it. For some reason, I am no good at it. Like, I don't know. I'm just no good at doing landscaping. But with this one, I thought it turned out pretty well. Like, obviously there's nothing there now, but by the time I was finished, like, I did it, and then I thought I was finished, and I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna let it sit for a day, and I'm gonna come back, and I'm gonna look at it, see if I want to change anything. But I thought it ended up pretty well. Like, I didn't want to block the house in any sort of way. I just kind of wanted to frame it out. That's why I have some of those tall trees, and then I end up putting some tall bushes into it just to kind of like pull it all together and like make the house itself stand out compared to every other landscaping I'm gonna do. But I didn't want to block the view of the house because, again, it's supposed to be like some big summer home mansion thing, so I feel like these people will be like, yeah, look at my house, like, I just renovated it, it looks really cool, you need to see the house, you're not gonna block it. But I did get some really big nice trees on the side yard because that was one of the advantages of putting my house back into the left. I got this huge side yard that I could do whatever with, which is really neat. I'm kind of sad. I almost want to go back and change the fencing that I do on this, because Vampires just came out and it has this one gorgeous freaking fence. Like, I don't even remember which one what it's called or anything, but it's just absolutely stunning. And I feel like it would look so good at this house. Because I was trying to find a fence that would like kind of block the view and give them some privacy while matching this kind of like theme-ish thing that I was going for. And the stone one's alright, but there's one that came in the Vampire stuff pack that is just, I think, would be absolutely perfect. So I feel like in my own game, I'm going to go back and change that. But anyway, that's besides the fact. I just, for like the yard, I really wanted to put a lot of stuff out there because I feel like when I'm playing my own games, I don't have anything to do outside. Even though there's tons of stuff to do. Like, they gave us, so many different things that we can do outside. I just never use them for some reason. Either I don't have a big enough yard, or currently my current household is in the city, so they don't have a yard. They can't do that. So they just can't hang out outside. So I thought, I'm going to put it's a cute little barbecue. It could be bigger, but I didn't think the big ones matched. So I put like a barbecue, and I have these new things from City Living, to kind of frame out where a table would go. And then I think I had like stuff for kids to play on. I have like a fire pit. I just have all sorts of stuff. I was trying to make this like a dream backyard that people would want to hang out with. Because again, in my head, I'm thinking like this is like someone's summer getaway home that they just redid. If you're here in the summer, you're going to want to be outside and enjoying the beautiful summer weather. So why not put lots of things that people can do outside? And the only thing that like I didn't really want to put down there, and I thought about it while doing this, but I didn't want to put down one of those slip and slides, even though that would be really cool. Like, this yard's way big enough for it. But I thought that was one of those things that like you could keep in your Sims like household inventory and then just bring it out whenever you have like a party or something. So I thought that would be a good idea. I'll probably end up doing that if I use this house, but for the most part, there's everything out there that you could play with. Like I said, there's something for the kids. There's, a place to eat. You can grill. You can even change that wishing well into like, because that's just the fake one that has the flowers in it. You can change that to the regular wishing well if you wanted to. There's just, guys, there's tons of options. There's just so many options. And then there's still even some more room that you can cram in more stuff. Like, I was trying to keep it kind of simple, but for the most part, I think I got everything other than, like a slip and slide and whatnot, which I thought wouldn't look like it belonged in this, but you could easily add whatever you wanted to. And you guys are probably questioning why I don't have a fence on the backside of the lot. I've seen this before, and I thought this house would be perfect for it, but there's a lot of like bigger houses that are on like lots of acreage that like they have like a fence around the front and the sides for privacy, but their lot goes so far back that they don't need it on the back end. So that's kind of what I was picturing in my head. Like they just have this fence for a little bit of privacy so people can't really peek into the yard and see what they're doing, but it's open on the back end because they want to be able to come and go into the lot as much as they please or whatever. I don't know. Did that even make any sense at all? Like in my head, my explanation makes a lot of sense, but when I say it, I'm like, that, I don't know. I don't think that sounded the way I wanted it to sound. Anyway, so I also added this cute little fountain, which I thought about adding a pool, but I ended up not doing it because I feel like that would just be overbearing on this backyard. Like it wouldn't fit or something like that. I don't know. So I just added a little pond. I guess you could add a pool if you wanted to. I don't know. I feel like it's a little too much for this yard, just because you'd definitely be able to see it from the front of the lot, like from the street or whatever. But I don't know. I don't know. You guys tell me. Would you have put a pool in this lot? I wouldn't have, but I don't know. I don't know. I'm saying I don't know a lot. Anyways, guys, we're getting ready to go into the screenshots. So that's the end of this video. And definitely make sure you go check out Chris's video. I'm going to put the link down in the description. So yes, please do that. And as always, leave your comments, suggestions, and feedback down below. And I will see you guys in the next video. Bye!